If you want to ask, who is the big brother on the list of Echo coins now? I believe that in this video, there should be a similar answer to me. Samsung. According to the data, in 2025, the market share of Samsung Echo coins will rank first in the world. And this is his 12th consecutive year at the top of the world of the Disabled Persons Federation. So today we will take stock of Samsung's 26-year-old audio products. Family bucket. Look at this industry that has been on the list for many years. King, what kind of full answer sheet did you hand over this year? Samsung's audio product line this year is still very deep. The top flagship product 990 series iteration HWQ990H. 1 full to 1.1.4 to the tuning speaker. The main mechanism is multi-ascended to the surround experience. The Samsung QS90H can reach 7.1.2 channels with just a monotonous speaker. In addition, today Samsung also brought a new category. Music Studio 7 and Music Studio 5 have an artistic influence. Abbreviated as Breath and Weapons. Lifestyle combines art. The aesthetics and wireless authoring experience have been taken to new heights. So today, under the driving of AI, how much has Samsung responded to the sound quality processing and production tuning of the coin? Next, we will conduct an in-depth analysis and evaluation of these 4 products. Let's take a look at the first audio first. Samsung Q990H. As the flagship model of Samsung's soundbar family, it brings together multiple top audio technologies from brands. It is equipped with an 11.1.4 channel surround system that is currently full of specifications. At the hardware level, the main body of soundbar is a 7.0.2 channel architecture. Built-in 15 speakers units, contains 2 sky channels and 2 widescreen channels, 2 lateral sound drivers and 9 front sound units. The only bass bubble that comes with it features dual 8-inch active drivers. The rear surround is 4.0.2 liters to the built-in 6 speakers. The total power can reach 656 watts. In terms of interface configuration, the Q990H provides a light interface. 2 HDMI 2.1 inputs and 1 HDMI 1 ARC outlet. Perfectly supports 4G 120Hz signal. After audiovisual and game needs. In addition to the conventional space for audio technology. In addition to the functions of Self-Firing Sound Effect Pro and AVI Intelligent Sound Control Pro. With the assistance of AI this year, upgraded AI self-shooting sound effects and AI dynamic bass control functions. The audio can intelligently identify the current content and optimize it in real time. Deliver a more accurate and immersive listening experience. Let's feel it in this classic king of Marcy song and dance audio. Different performance between standard sound effects and AI-owned sound effects. Inohaudo. Lukaudo si rock doctor and I want yo back to thinky I. Told topiki is the toad where you see how we wait long. Under standard sound, the sound performance is more realistic in style. The overall audio in different frequency bands is balanced. After turning on the AI voice effect, automatically reinforce the ambience for movie scenes. The surround feeling and sound greenness have been significantly improved. The sense of presence is more prominent. Let's take a look at the actual performance of the G90H in full defense. Let's take a look at the paper data first. The test data is also conducted in a non-confined environment for reference only. During the normal curve, due to the defect of the room, there is a bias in the low-frequency measurement. However, the low-frequency display of the Q990H can still reach about 40 Hz. In the 300 to 3 kHz range of the Zhonghua frequency, the Q990H curve fluctuates very little. Even around the extremely high 20 kHz, there is still sufficient sound pressure, good high-frequency ductility, and on the way to respond to the degree of sound restoration. The total harmonic adaptation of Q990H is only 1.23%, which is very low and far low. Also afraid of affecting the 3% passing line. The energy abdomen shows the overall attenuation of Q99H. Smooth and no noticeable deviation indicates the sound of Q99H. There will be no sound of dragging and rubbing. Let's take a look at the actual effect of this 11.1.4 channel audio set. For more contrast, we also added another Echo coin of the same level for comparison. BYBWD6. In the music clip of low-frequency drums, another Echo coin. Although the low-frequency volume is good, if you listen carefully you will find that the classical ending is dragged and easy to mix with other voices. The Samsung 990H's drum sound is neat and clear. heavy movie clip. The Samsung Q990H has a very clear restoration of the direction of the bullet that guided the broken bullet. In contrast, another flagship Echo coin is weak in directional positioning. The presence of Huaidao is also slightly insufficient. In terms of high-frequency processing, the two Echo coins also have completely different performances. Weshomet Nai Tan Dai Lelit Go So Theperty because I'm soy and gal ready. We hanjitai tan dilit gaso me buddy wa hanjitai tan dilit gaso me buddy. If it Salander 80 hours. Samsung QG90H high frequency is transparent and clean, but it is not harsh in the heart. The other one has a thin list. Finally, let's compare. The life performance of watching the drama cannot stand next to the male pillar and get married. You say it again. In your words. Even if your threat is gone, it doesn't even count as everything. After all, there is no name and no points, let alone standing next to the male pillar to get married. You say it again in your words. Even if your threat is gone, the two foreign affairs are not counted. After all, there is no name and no point. The lifestyles of the two Echo coins are very different. Samsung Q790H life is thick, full and clear color after chasing the drama for a long time and pasting the flagship machine Q790H. Let's take a look at another positioning integrated design. Samsung HWQS90H is more friendly to space. As a one-color response coin, if you want to get excellent surrounding, the sense of immersion is inseparable from richer physical channels and support. This time, the QS90H directly increases the physical channel specification to 7.1.2. In the same price range, it can be regarded as very sincere. In terms of hardware configuration, Samsung QS90X is equipped with 13 speakers. Unit containing 2 sky channels, 2 widescreen voices, 2 side ring cover channels, 4 woofers as well as 3 front main channels. The point here is to be mean. For OIN one-color Echo coins, the number and specifications of the physical woofer are crucial. After all, it's not like a split-color Echo coin. There is a separate subwoofer, blessing all low-frequency shock and production thickness. All have to rely on the built-in physical woofer of the fuselage. And the Samsung QS90H is equipped with 4 independent woofers this time. Can also achieve a low-frequency diving range as low as 38 Hz. This strength is very prominent in the integrated design of the same level. In order to make everyone feel the gap, we also found another one in the same gear. The brand's integrated color audio is tested head-on. Contrast. ABBBBBBB. In the low-frequency music just now, although QS900H does not have the explosive low-frequency atmosphere of the flagship tube Q990H, but the overall performance is moderate. Listening to songs and watching movies every day is enough to satisfy the anti-width. In addition, the low-frequency performance of this one we compared is a slightly loose atmosphere will be worse. In addition to this, the QS90H has a very practical central function. Transposable design. Support desktop square and wall mounting 2 sets of installation methods. Built-in gyroscope. The channel can be automatically adjusted according to the positioning position. The directional interface is equipped with a light interface, 1 HDMI input and 1 HDMI output. We also test it with data. On the way to evaluate the curve, Samsung QS90H effective low frequency reduction. Approximately, at around 50 Hz, the channel starts to behave very cleanly. There is no obvious downward trend in the dry and smooth high frequency band. Let's listen to how other aspects of the Samsung QS90H perform. Now contrast the color of the color effects, the most problematic surround effect. The soul that has always been the soul that came from it. Lonely. This clip of the monster tapping around the window. It is a great test of the ability to surround and position. The projection tube of another response coin is noticeably blurred. Lack of envelopment. It's hard to get out of the immersion of being surrounded. And Samsung QS90H with more physical channels and mature spatial sound field optimization. Every tap is clearly positioned. The zero field feeling is directly full. And Samsung QS90H also supports turning on virtual functions. Can be virtual 9.1.6 channels. It further improves the feeling of wrapping. The snow-capped mountains are dangerous, and the stone card must have people who have lost their lives here. It also tests the creatures that call it home. In this documentary, the restoration of the life of the Samsung QS90H will be more realistic. Yes, by clear after watching the two soundbars. Let's take a look at the new Mirror Art series. This is also according to its own painting coin art Bluetooth speaker, after HLS70HLS50H. Samsung has once again launched a new series of products featuring Light Sky. Let's take a look at the appearance of Music Studio 7 painting gold art sounds Strange. Music Studio 7 by Chanyu, Weicho, Cartel and other international brands have cooperated. French designer Brook designed it himself. Although it is still a traditional flipping shape, the curves at each corner are chamfered. It makes the paint look softer. In matching the origin design of different sizes is very clever. The exposed rough speaker area unit is perfectly hidden in it. And the large area of metal material makes the sense of influence well improved. This time, Music Studio 7 provides black and white colors. Black is the whole body, and all black and white is full thickness pure white. The grille around it is silver, which is under this exquisite appearance. The MJ1667 is equipped with a set of 3 front channels. A tinted channel and a 5-inch woofer make up this physics. 3.1.1 further education system. As a wireless Bluetooth speaker 7 series wireless connection. Directly full of Bluetooth, 6.0 Wi-Fi, AirPlay and other wireless connection methods. Even as a Bluetooth wireless speaker, it also provides an HDMI output port and a light port. In terms of audio technology, it is also on par with Echo Coin. It is equipped with high-frequency resolution technology. It can process up to 24 bits, which is 6 kHz audio signal. Magic 4667 also supports Dolby Full Sound, Spatial Auto-Firing Sound Effects, Pro, AVA Intelligent Air Sound Pro and AI Self-Shooting Sound Effects and other functions on the SoundCoin. At the same time, considering the user's multi-channel needs, Music Studio 7 also supports 2.7 series to form a stereo field function. After forming this, theoretically, it is possible to achieve an acoustic system of 6.2.2 channels. In order to let everyone intuitively feel the gap, we have done a special comparative test. Single Music 667 dual combination ordinary Bluetooth speaker. There are also Samsung QS90H and coins with 4 sets of surround effects, which are directly PK. I do. The results are clear at a glance. There is no explanation in the single state. The surround feeling of convection air far exceeds that of ordinary Bluetooth speakers. The sound is clearly positioned, and the two combinations, the sound surrounds, directly ushering in the color of the moon. You can feel the sounds coming from different directions very clearly. The extra 3.1.1 channels plus the larger placement spacing. In terms of hearing, it can achieve a three-dimensional effect similar to that of QS90H. The sound is similar to other multi-channel speakers on the market. What kind of performance will the positive PK have? Next, let's test the last one from multiple dimensions. Impact. We start with the most commonly used music scenes by users. Yo-Yo Television Series exclusive. It is equivalent to the support of the 7 series for lossless sound source transmission. It is in the sound atmosphere. The hearing is clear, and the degree of swelling is significant. Another multi-channel audio that is superior to the comparison. Hurry up, hurry up. A multi-channel system composed of 2.7 systems. It can express the complex and chaotic sound layers in the movie picture. And every sound can be heard clearly. Uvek no Meforiers. For me, I think it's Thindo Fe beautiful friendship. But for mites just thiegening. Let me get up with some stuff. You're gonna love it. You'll see. Have you ever had a Chinese New Year? I think it's the ultimate beautiful friend, but I think it's the initial thing. I think you're going to love these things, you're going to love these things. In this atmospheric dialogue clip, Music Studio 7's live performance is particularly real. The sound is very well created. Listening is like actually standing in front of the characters face to face and listening to their conversation. The sense of substitution is very strong. Finally, let's take a look at the impact of the fourth new product. Music Studio 5 Samsung Flower Mirror Art Influence 5 Series. Appearance. Brooks Surrender, which is also from the designer, is different from Music Studio 7. Music Studio 5 completely jumps out of the stereotypical shape of traditional influences. It adopts a highly recognizable flat cone shape. There are still concise geometric lines and soft curves. The front is square, with a circular outline at the bottom and a round outline at the top. Round study, concave inward. A strong geometric vision is formed in the center. At a glance, you can see that it is not just 100 pieces of furniture. Available in black and white, both the body is finely matte. The Juzhong Sense body has cancelled the physical buttons. Switch to hidden color touch operation. The overall operation is more concise and unified. There is no abrupt sense of separation at all. Muj 1665 adopts a 2.0 advancement system. It consists of a 4-inch woofer and 2 front tweeters. Also as a Mug 1665 interface with a main wireless design. Only one light interface and one firmware upgrade port are retained. What about wireless connections? It also supports Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 6.0, Replay, and many other connection methods. Audio technology features. None of them dropped the audio output of up to 24-bit 96 kHz. Supports Dolby Atmos voice enhancement, Ava Pro AI Smart Sound, automatic volume adjustment, and other functions. Compared with other Bluetooth speakers, the listening experience is flat. Music Studio 5 is equipped with a higher architecture and Samsung audio tuning. It can show a very high sense of resolution and layering. I will only show this difference. I also recorded 2 contrast audios. There are only a few people with 4 brothers and 5 brothers. I can't put it up. I won't just give it to the empty text child. Third sister. You have formed a gang with Kongwen. Don't get me wrong, the 4th brother and the 5th brother are just a few people. The offense is not up. Why not give it to the empty text child? Third sister, you are writing with Kongwen. Music Studio has a very meticulous retention of clarity and detail in life. Vocals will also sound more comfortable, while ordinary audio will appear dry and flat. Ohaya hoyaradio with hat dododo ayer hoyaradio with hat dododo. Weary chewing hat dododo ayer hoya. In terms of low-frequency performance, it is simply a day. A 4-inch bass from Music Studio 5. It shows a shock that far exceeds the volume. And there will be no drying phenomenon at low frequencies. Muj 16.5 also supports wireless teaming through 2 devices. Construct a theoretical 4.0 channel audio system. This results in a more immersive stereo soundstage. Otherwise, it's mine. You may not be able to hear a noticeable difference in the recording, but you can feel the double-click linkage on the spot. The sense of scope created will be more obvious. I highly recommend 2 MUG Studio 5S for stereo assembly. Finally, we are immersed in it. There is a 4.0 advancement system consisting of 2 MUG Studio 5S. Atmospheric expression in music and film. Pull the strings again, what is this place? Of course. Limited by MUJ 1665, this 4.0 system is refined. There is still room for improvement in the production positioning. But in terms of the expression of the atmosphere, whether it is the sense of the heart that music should have, or the excitement in the movie, they are all very well expressed. After experiencing the sound of the 4 speakers, let's take a look at their intelligence and ecosystem experience. The first is that the mobile phone app Smartin can connect to different Samsung devices. Each device has its own independent control interface, functions, The classification is clear and the operation is intuitive and smooth. If you are using a Samsung TV at the same time, you can also turn on the exclusive Q teaching page function. Let the TV's speakers and speakers work together to make sound. The system also automatically optimizes elongation performance based on the type of device. Let's feel the actual sound effect after opening the Q teaching page. Can you? After turning on the Q Symphony music, the audio equipment and TV speakers work together to produce sound. The sound field expands instantly. The sense of surround is significantly enhanced. The explosion was more impactful. Minor details are also clearer. The whole is a bit eye-catching. The feeling of the theater. Taken together, Samsung's 4-star frequency influences rely on their respective positioning and advantages. It accurately meets the needs of different users. First of all, the flagship model 990H is a set of the top in the industry. 1.1.4 admission to the panoramic depth impact system. It can be done on a lower budget. Provide more physical channels than competitors at the same price or even higher price, because the surround experience is excellent. Due to the certain demand for space, therefore, Samsung 9900X is more suitable for large mutual stars. If you want to pursue the ultimate sound and surround experience, I don't want to toss and turn to copy ours home theater system. The ultimate audiovisual enthusiast is followed by Samsung QS90H. As a system, the biggest killer risk of soundbar is a single echo coin. It can achieve 7.1.2 channel experience and unfamiliar sound quality performance and surround experience. Limited space at home. For friends who do not have reserved space for rear speakers, the QS90X is simply the perfect solution. And the new interesting product, compared to the 7 series and 5 series of Samsung Flower Mirror Art series. Many traditional multi-channel audio 7 series and 5 series break the traditional audio form. More art, intelligence, and excellent music philosophy. Muji 16.7 retains multi-channel. Configure larger volume and power. Brings more and better multi-channels. Immersive experience. Suitable for modern furniture decoration booths. At the same time, users who have high requirements for multi-channel audio and video experience. And the unique appearance, design, and good sound experience of Milj Studio 5. The most important thing is that it is less than 2K price. It is very suitable for use in more trendy home ornaments and tabletops. The Impact is the first choice for small apartments and young users. After watching this video, I believe you can also feel the stars. Such a hardcore and comprehensive product strength. I'm afraid we really have to lock in 26 years of global consumption in advance. Present, these 4 Impacts can be sold. Interested? You can click on the top link in my comment area to find out. Finally, don't forget to click on a one-click triple support to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.